several different stations, but at one time, you had said something, this is about voter fraud that I'm kind of gearing toward, and I believe you said that we have to take it out of the hands of voter fraud by everybody turning out and voting. And I'm worried that this buzz going around now about Republicans are gonna blah, blah, take everything, they're gonna do this and that. I just don't want people to be complacent and say, well, they're going to want it.
Good caution. The book was titled, "If It's Not Close, They Can't Cheat."
Exactly.
And I remain convinced that if it's not close, they can't cheat, and that's why turnout has to pulse. I do want to also echo your concern about expectations. We're not going to win the Senate. We're going to get close. It would take a near perfect alignment of the stars to win the Senate. It's not impossible, but if you're I just don't think it's going to happen. The House is where it's at. It's going to be very close because 39 is a big lift. They're also telling us that, I ran into this on television the last couple of nights, oh, you Democrats, first term of a president, they always lose seats, therefore trying to drive down. And that's not true. George W. Bush won 8 seats in the House in 2002, 2 seats in the Senate net pickup. They have strengths that they can deploy. So I think there is a great deal of concern over people becoming quite lethargic and overconfident. I don't see that with Paul and his campaign team. I don't see it in most places I go around the country, but it's a long way till November.
And we're very important with this election is that you kind of look at our dynamics is that most people believe we're going to pick up another congressional seat. So we need people involved in all the communities, making sure that we're holding people accountable, making sure that redistricting, people, our finest are there, looking at that in those districts, because that's another way that they define the voters.
He's used to it. If I were to say to you right now, and I'm saying to you right now, Paul, what is the one thing that Judy Williams could do for you within the next couple weeks, or I'm assuming you're going to get there. What is the one most important thing you would like me to do?
Is spread my name and spread the ideals that I stand for.
But how would you like me to do that? Would the better thing be to have you in my home and have, what would be, because I'm looking at the back of your...
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah.
I mean,
what would be the best thing?
It's how you feel best. We're all different. Some of us are different learners. We're visual, we listen. Some people, they can get on a phone. Some people, they can walk door to door. I would love to have your blessings on what you do best.
Write him a check. Number one. Yeah. He's the candidate. I'm the guy from outside. I can tell you. Write him a check.
Be nicer to your husband.
That ain't gonna happen. It's my brother.
Good afternoon, Paul. I'm Buck Buchanan. I'm the retired county sheriff. I grew up here, been in Yavapai County when my family has been here since 1946. So I guess I've lived here long enough to obtain a green card. There are a couple of issues that, and not that I'm not concerned about the things that you have talked about. There's some other issues that I believe are important. The first of which is, and I don't think I need to tell you this, but one of the glaring absences from the health care bill was the distinct and glaring absence of tort reform. And quite frankly, I would think that in your situation as a dental professional and others, people don't want to die. And when they're faced with that decision or faced with that eventuality, they say, well, it's got to be somebody else's fault. Surely it's not mine. So they had to have done something wrong, therefore I'm going to sue them. We need to get away from that mentality and start getting into a position where loser pays.
Yes.
My second point that I'd like to bring up is this And we saw efforts on the part of the Arizona State Legislature. Believe me, I spent my time down there under the Copper Dome,